everybody, it's me, Nate, aka Devil Dog, and I'm back with another game review. This time I'm reviewing the Colonists. Before I get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Code by Fire and Mode 7. They're the companies that made this title, and they were so kind to actually give me an advanced copy of this game so I could do my review. So once again, big thank you to Code by Fire and Mode 7. Now, what exactly is the Colonists? Well, it's a settlement builder game with a lot of different details to it. Now, keep in mind, the original version of this game launched all the way back on October 28th of 2018 on Steam, but it's now officially seeing a console release pretty much on May 4th of 2021 for PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and just about everything else, and it'll cost you about $25 if you want to purchase this game. Now, what exactly is it? Well, it's a settlement building game, like I said, but it does have a couple different sort of options to it, where pretty much as you build stuff, point and click, similar to like a SimCity style game, these Wall-E style replicating robots appear, and then the ones that actually are the colonists. They're the ones building their new world on a new planet. And it's quite interesting because as you level up and unlock new abilities, you can get up to 9 different technologies that you can actually mess around with. Everything from transportation, different modes of transportation, cars, trains, boats, stuff like that. And you can even get into like military defense and also being able to attack other enemies. And I'll get into that in a minute. Now, as you progress, you'll have the ability eventually, unless you put it in free play mode, sandbox mode, where it unlocks everything from the start with these sliders. As you play through the game, you'll have to unlock up to 16 different buildings that you can construct. And they're everything from your normal houses to making food, plants, paper plants, steel mills, wood mills, basically your standard issue settlement builder game. And they pretty much got it rather close. If you've ever heard of a classic title called The Settlers, that's kind of what it reminds me of. The Settlers mixed in with a little bit of SimCity stuff, with the art style. It's really bright and vibrant and poppy. Now, like I said, as you go and you build roads, transport systems, everything from boats, trains, you can grow and harvest food, research new technologies, and even send your little robot buddies out on expeditions to find new lands that you can also build on. Actually, it's got a lot of details to it, and at first, some of the information can seem kind of daunting, like the stats on everything. I mean, it can be overwhelming, but if you played a game like this before, you'll feel right at home at this. I mean, it is rather a bare bones, simplistic version of it, like a SimCity, like I keep saying, or Sim. Earth, or games like that. It's actually pretty good. And along with the game, you got your sandbox mode where you can unlock everything right from the start and just free play to your heart's content. Or there is also a scenario mode that has 2 branching scenarios involved in it. One is basically a relaxing one where you'll be given certain things to do to progress as you go through different levels. Now, the other one is more of a rush to fight against a AI colony that's pretty much growing nearby, to where it's like a winner takes all sort of thing, where whoever can actually get their colonists to build up the best sort of weapons and stuff to take over the other one is basically how you'll win. And it has different steps and missions that you need to do to actually progress through the 2 main scenarios. Now, it also has a list of challenges that'll ask you to do, like everything like, okay, can you build a train system in under like 2.5 months, and a bunch of stuff like that. So it does have a decent amount of content, and it is a rather fun, adorably cute game to play. I mean, it's simplistic, but at the same time has a ton of different amount of details to it, especially in terms of like your technology and how you can actually research and develop new technology, how you get your robots to go around and upgrade stuff, and all in all, like I said, with the radial wheel of being able to pick how you build stuff, and then pressing like the plus pad down to bring up your other sort of menus, it's really not hard to figure out. But especially if you dive right in to sandbox mode with everything turned on from the start, it can be a little daunting and overwhelming. But honestly, if you get the hang of it, it's actually a pretty fun, interesting game in getting these robots to build a huge, bustling city, and to be able to go and expand, bulldoze down trees, get minerals, and honestly, it is basically, like I keep saying, a pretty decent settlement building game with a really neat art style with these charming little robots that I'm sorry, they remind me straight out of Wall-E. That's really what they remind me of. And maybe, just maybe, that's the meaning of this game, is the fact that humankind no longer exists. And now these robots who want to be human are starting over and acting like humans. Who knows? It could be that. Probably not. I don't think the game's that deep, but they do say that the robots are trying to be human. So why would they be human if there's no humans left? Dun dun dun. But nonetheless, I would have to say, if you like these settlement building style games where it's a pick up and easily playable game, it does have a lot of good challenges and stuff like that to it. If you like these style games, for $25, I do kind of think that's a bit on the pricey side. There are other ones on the market currently that you could probably get cheaper, most definitely, and I have to point that out. I think the price is a little high for this title. I kind of think right around a $9.99 to $14.99 price range would be better, like a $10 to $15 game. I do think $25 is a bit much for a digital game like this. But in the end, it's still neat. It's definitely got its nice new twist and aesthetic to the overall gameplay loop. And it is fun and nice just to sit down and play the game and, see what weird, wacky things you can construct with these little robot buddies as they zip around building stuff, beeping and booping. But in the end, I can actually recommend the game, even though I do think the price is a little bit high. Other than that, the control was great, the graphics were great, the music's kind of plain. Honestly, I kind of wish the music would have been a little bit better, but it does serve its purpose. But in the end, the only real problem I have with this title is I think its price is too high. But other than that, if you really like these style games, I can actually recommend the Colonists. So go ahead, and if you want to, pick up your version of the game on whatever system that you have on May 4th of 2021. Please leave in the comments below if you've heard of the Colonists. If you played it on Steam back in October of 2018, what do you think this particular title game? Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Leave lots of comments. Hit that bell icon to stay updated whenever I release any new videos on my channel. And of course, I always end my videos by saying, have fun, play hard, and remember, people, the devil is in the details. Peace out until next time.
Well, Nathan, I just want to make it clear once and for all, in case you didn't know, the devil's in the details. And idle hands at the devil's workshop. So make of that what you will.
This is Clementine, and the devil's in the details.
What up, it's Bam Margera, giving a shout out to Devil Dog Gaming and the devil's in the details. Yeah, man.
Nate! Discord here. I don't know where you are, but I'm in Los Angeles, and I think you can see it in the background. On a beautiful day. So when are we all going to get back together again? Who's to say? The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. Yes, the devil is in the details. Wouldn't you say?